He did not.
Part 2. Azure Moon.
Which one did you get?
Ethereal Moon. Reunion at
Which
dawn.
one did you get?
It is Imperial Year 1185. Nearly 5 years have passed since the fall of the monastery at Garreg Mach, and war continues to plague the lands of Fodlan.
Don't exist no more. Come on.
Ferdiad has been captured. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in shambles. The Leicester Alliance is on the verge of collapse, fractured by two opposing factions. Those who support the Adrestian Empire and its ruler, and those who seek her demise. Meanwhile, under Emperor Edelgard's rule of law, the Adrestian Empire continues to expand its reach. The path to a new Fodlan, unified by Imperial strength, may yet be in sight.
I know for a fact.
You. How long do you intend to sleep? Your body is awake. Your eyes must open now, and you must find the strength to stand upon those legs of yours. Like so much rain, a pool of blood has fallen to the ground. As spears and arrows pierce the earth, it weeps. In order to survive, they kill. And so the people of the only one who truly knows the nature of such things is I.
Cultist?
You are a complete... Get on your feet. Right now. I'll coddle you no more.
Hey, are you awake? We're in a village at the base of the monastery. I honestly didn't expect to find some... Garreg Mach is upstream of here, but that place was abandoned.
So the whole school was fucking
You don't know?
abandoned?
The Church of Saros isn't there anymore. Though there have been some folks still living there in the 5 years since... Anyway, I've heard some thieves have been spotted around. Are you feeling all right? You didn't hit your head or anything, did you? It's the ethereal moon of the year 1185. It's been nearly 5 years since the monastery.
That's the year I was born.
Tomorrow was supposed to be the Millennium Festival, but who's got time to think of... Yeah, that's what I said. But with the war and the Archbishop still missing it all, I doubt there's a soul to be found who has enough blessings worth counting. Hey, slow down, will ya? Where do you... Are you crazy? I told you. They say thieves are running amok up there. And there's plenty of other dangers, too. I heard a rumor that Imperial troops went up there to investigate and got slaughtered. Come on, I promise I won't say you're a coward. Just forget about... You just remember I tried to stop you. Got it? It's not on my conscience.
You need to worry about me, man.
Students? You really are crazy, aren't you? Unbelievable.
When am I gonna get back to the game? Cause like I ain't with all this anime stuff. Is that Dimitri? Chris, you watching your weight?
I should have known that one day you would be haunting me as well. You. What must I do to be rid of you? I will kill that woman, I swear it! Do not look upon me with scorn in your eyes. You... It can't be. That can only mean you are another Imperial spy. Answer the question.
What do you say?
Am I? I have been dead, more or less. What do you hope to gain asking me that? There are more important matters at hand. Do you not smell them? And traces of those who were here long ago? And thieves... Since the monastery fell, order in this area fell right along with it. You must have seen the state of the town near Garrick. Vile thieves run rampant. They pillage and loot. I must kill them. It's time to hunt down their... I told you, I will kill them all.
There's better hope that you can't be heard. My mic doesn't pick up your yelling.
It doesn't matter what their reasons are.
Yeah.
Someone must put a stop to this cycle of the strong trampling the weak. Or do you condone their actions? Do you believe that the pillaging and slaughtering those rats live for is justified?
I don't think it's that you can't say. It's
It
just
is reprehensible, and they must be put down. I intend to give them a taste of the pain they have inflicted on others. Even if it means becoming a rat myself. I swore to at least do that much. I will not let them down. It doesn't matter. All that matters is killing those who deserve to die.
Good work. I should have known to check them.
Yes, sir!
Dimitri, I'm on.
In the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Imperial loyalist Cornelia has subdued all regions of the former royal house of Blathed to prevent further revolt. Prince Dimitri has been sentenced. Now, the backbone of the former kingdom, Houses Gautier and Fraldarius, struggle to continue the resistance. Cornelia, operating out of the royal palace, has accepted the support of the Empire to build an army and plots to wipe out all remaining kingdom forces. In the Leicester Alliance, House Regan leads an anti-imperial faction,
Up in a
while
cloud.
House Gloucester directs the Empire's supporters. Despite the undeniable threat of fracture, the Alliance's adept new leader, Claude, deftly maintains the outward appearance
There
of
he
a
is.
unified front. In Enbar, the imperial capital of the Adrestian Empire, Emperor Edelgard fights to strengthen her regime. She has extended her reach to the kingdom by inciting a coup and continues to draw its former lords under her influence in pursuit of controlling all of Western Fodlan.
Eating sunflower seeds.
In the meantime, the Knights of Seros have been dispatched to find Archbishop Rhea, who remains missing despite their searching. Left unattended, the monastery at Garreg Mach has fallen to ruin and become a haven for thieves.
But I keep falling in and out. I'm falling in and out of my mind. Ba, ba.
It smells of blood and sewage.
What the? Intruders! Protect the goods!
Shall we go rat hunting? Don't let us sing. What's my strategy? Another victory. I'll comply. All talk and no action. I must lead them well.
Silver sword, nice.
Eventually, I too will fall. See you in the eternal flames. All talk and no action. Eventually, I too will fall.
I gotta level them up all over again?
Another victory.
Let's go.
Let's do this right.
I must lead them well.
Try to keep up!
All talk and no
There you
action.
go, Dimitri. There you go. Level 37.
The consequence of the blood I've spilled.
Boom.
Eventually, I too will fall.
Let's try something.
Gilbert.
And
Ash.
I know it's been 5 years, but I never
Mercedes.
Oh, I haven't seen any of you in such a...
Annette.
We'll help out from here.
why? Another victory.
Oh.
Too weak for this world.
At your service.
I'm your girl.
I'd be honored.
My orders?
Not enough. It won't be in vain.
There you go, Fandango. There you go. There you go.
There is still... Let's see how they like this. I must leave them well.
I love that meme that's like when you're trying to pop a phoenix, but you hear a skin or a zip line.
See you in the eternal flames.
You know for a fact you ain't popping that shit.
It was the only way.
Let's keep our guard
Please
up.
don't sing that song. Someone told me
There's no
long
turning back
ago. I just start singing. There's a calm before the storm, and I know. Oh, Sylvain.
The monastery has become a nest of thieves.
Ingrid, nobody cares about
Professor, you're alive after all. But first,
you. Shamir?
I'll lend a hand.
Oh,
We'll
Felix.
catch up
My
later.
boy Felix, how am I gonna forget about you?
Listen up. We must... Too weak for this world.
Weak to take it. You know what I'm talking about? Willem Dafoe.
I'll cut through.
What's the actual line? Like, what does it say?
ready when you are.
What's the plan?
Too strong to shake your pants.
Making str-
Ah, fuck. Oh, I didn't.
Another victory. Predictable.
This dude's a Power Ranger.
There are openings to the north and south. We'll split. Just be careful. All for our future.
This dude did not level up that whole time? Come on. Ingrid might die, and I'm gonna laugh if she does, because I don't care less. It's practically useless. But maybe there's a line.
I must steel myself. Without
When I think about it now, I think it might be too late if I see you wrong, but if I see you wrong.
this could turn the tides.
Because I'm sleepless nights, in and out of love with you, it's the last chance.
It all comes down to this. Let's try this. You haven't earned my pity.
The situation is dire. I'm nobody's fool.
I disposed of doubt long ago.
No! I'm not the one you want! It isn't looking good for us. Should we
You didn't plan on letting him get away.
Sylvain's dead.
this had better work.
I will not die here.
I won't falter. You knew the odds.
That was crazy. Looks, let's go.
Stronger.
Let's go.
I thought it would be.
Oh, we did it.
Your Highness! Professor! I'm so glad you're both safe.
Why are you here?
Did you forget? We all made a promise on this very day 5 years ago.
Dimitri, weren't you the one who asked Owen?
Don't be silly. Of course you remember our promise.
Your Highness, I have been following news of your whereabouts for a while now.
Do not call me that. I am not a prince.
That is what we all believed. I can see with my own eyes that the jail cells in Ferdiad are as solid as they come.
To do.
The dude, my boy.
He's dead.
No.
He died in my place.
Nah, he's lying.
We will be sure
He's
to
lying.
honor his loyalty, Your Highness. As for the state of the kingdom, the lords from the western regions have declared their fealty to the Empire, starting with House Rowe. Cornelia's band of traitors now refers to kingdom territory as the Fargus Dukedom. They've made Ferdiad their stronghold as they continue to invade the eastern region. There is much to tell you. I will explain everything in time.
Well, it's not like all of the kingdom's lords have sided with the Empire.
None of them fucking
There are
reacted
plenty of
either.
houses, like mine and Felix's,
come on, man.
that remain stubbornly opposed.
Your Highness, please allow us to take up arms at your side once more. What we need more than anything, we need the legitimate heir of Fargus to such is your duty.
It is yours alone
It
to
is
bear,
yours
and
alone
well
to
worth
bear,
fighting for.
and
Only you
well
can gather
worth
our
fighting
troops and lead
for.
us back into the light.
I see. So, you all look, and you see how that woman, how the Empire cannot.
Wipe them all out? I don't think...
Professor, please. To think you survived under all that rubble for the past 5 years. I suppose stranger things have happened. There is still much I would like to ask you, but I think that's enough for now. On that day 5 years ago, during the battle with the Imperial Army, Lady Rhea went missing. Since then, the Knights of Seros have continued searching for her. I hear they have yet to find as the Empire has yet to release a statement. It's hard to imagine that she has passed. Once news of your survival gets out, everyone will flock back to the monastery. After that battle, a certain Rufus, who was serving as King Regent, was murdered. I was once a knight in service of the royal family. I resigned from the... However, this is madness. You truly claim that His Highness is the one who killed Rufus?
Oh, but it's true. The only one who could slip past the bodyguards and kill so efficiently is the young prince.
Rufus is Prince Dimitri's uncle. His Highness is incapable.
Ah, but they were never very close, were they? There are even rumors that Rufus was originally involved in the tragedy of Dusker. Perhaps His Highness believed those rumors and murdered Rufus in a fit of rage. But
Cornelia.
the decision has been made. His sentence will be carried out the day after tomorrow. On that day, all you have left to do is sit back and watch, you senile old fool.
It was soon after announced that his sentence, with His Highness's death, the royal bloodline of House Blythe, true to her word. All we could do was, since the execution and the prince's corpse were concealed from the public. There have always, as for myself, I only began to hope 3 years ago, when an Imperial platoon attacked without warning. Incident after incident of it. It is said that each died in such a brutal, gruesome way that I followed the rumors to location after location. Finally, after a half-decade of torment, I fear his deep hatred and the weight of his solitude. We must bring him back from the edge on which he stands. To that end, I must speak with His Highness. I pray that he is of a mind to speak of such things. I am certain that my words will... never mind. I would wager that you are weary after the day's events. Perhaps you should...
Part 2. Azure Moon. Guardian Moon. The Delusional Prince.
This game just takes a fucking complete turn.
Prince Dimitri and the remnants of the royal army join with the remaining Knights of Seiros to form a revitalized kingdom army. Using Garreg Mach as their base of operations, they rise to action against the Empire.
You? So you were alive after all.
Professor, it is so good to see you again. My brother and I were worried about you.
Oh, thank the goddess. I couldn't bear the thought of letting Gerald down by not finding you.
Guess he lucked out. We've been looking everywhere for you, but I see
Everyone was real worried about you, Professor.
Gilbert has told us everything. From here on, our strength is...
Does my heart well to see that all of you are... Now that we have all gathered, let's discuss our next...
We have two objectives: to overthrow the Empire and to rescue Rhea. I have no objection to joining forces with you.
Nothing could be more reassuring than securing the cooperation of the Knights of Seiros.
The Archbishop entrusted all of her affairs to you. From now on, I shall...
We'll make Garreg Mach our base, and prepare to make our stand against the Empire. There is a fair amount of damage, but we will at least have shelter from the wind.
surely those Imperial jerks have this place staked out, right?
While it may be a strategic location, it's too far from the front line. This area is inconvenient as far as transport time is concerned.
Even so, nothing slips past the Emperor. It is safe to assume...
Professor, what do you think about making... Fortunately, there are still villages and hamlets nearby. And though I wouldn't call them abundant, we have war funds as well. What do you think, Your Highness?
Do as you please.
Hey, don't act like this doesn't concern you. We finally reunited after all this time.
She's right. In fact, Why don't we all join forces and clean this place up a bit?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. And it'll give us time to reminisce.
How carefree of you.
It may sound trivial, but, well...
I understand feeling impatient, Your Highness, but patient. If we fix up our base, it will improve morale, which...
Fools. Stay out of this.
I would have killed him
Please,
myself.
calm yourself, Your Highness. We are not...
My enemies say the same.
What happened to him? It's like he's a completely different person.
I feel so bad for him. Would it help if I brewed him a nice pot of tea?
I cannot claim to understand how he feels. However, the way he's behaving, it's as though he's being haunted by some unseen force. As am I.
Gosh, man.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Thank you so much. This letter from my adoptive father just arrived. Oh, have I not mentioned him? He's also the one who dragged me from the church where I was living. My crest does not yet belong to a house, so he's a very greedy man who was a roving merchant before adopting me, but now he's in the capital. This letter says that he's finally arranged to marry... I know he's just thinking of himself, but can't... I don't know what to do about this. I can't see any way around it. I just don't want to let go of the life that I know it's not what my heart wants. I believe I've mentioned this before. Well, I suppose it doesn't necessarily have to be. If I were to marry a noble, I think it would be... It's just... I've always I convinced myself that everything in life was at the will of the god. I believed it was her will to both pull me from the church, and the decision to enter this war was the first time I acted of my own. My adoptive father opposed this decision, but I still, I couldn't free... It's not that I'm scared of him, but there is something that worries me. I knew you'd understand, Professor. I've sat down to write a reply several times. I was hoping you could provide me... That's a very good point. We're only given one... Okay. I think that I'll tell him the truth. That I found a life worth... Maybe I should tell him I've fallen for some... Why, it's you, Professor. Isn't that obvious? I'm just teasing. Now I'm off to write this letter and stand my ground. Thank you for your encouragement.
Come on, let the week begin. What is this, man?
Oh, hi, Professor. Do you remember what we talked about before? Well, I've been pretty busy recently, and despite I was busy all day yesterday with trip. That's why I decided to take a day off. Now that I have a day off, please, you have to help me. I tried that. I'm sorry, but Oh, you're a professor. If you do, please teach. I'm at my wit's end. Got it. I'll try that. This candy is so sweet. Ooh, and speaking of the tea, I'd love to be able to make such... Oh, Professor, I'll do my best to learn, and then... Oh, sorry. So, why is it... I try and... Professor, you're right. Doing nothing to be myself, I've got to do...
That's the spirit.
Okay. Then you really must teach me how to make some. You will, won't you? You've listened to me and... now honestly, I wish we could go on drink.
He wants this dude or what? Ingrid's birthday.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
maybe some flowers, I guess. Better care about Ingrid, TBH. TBH. I bet you everybody explores because they want to see what the fuck it looks like. Ariane, Sylvia, Petra. Still alive? Nice. She's still alive. The Sylvia still alive. When she died in battle last. Marianne. Still alive. Who else did I recruit? Dorothea? From her dad? She look all weird anymore. They really aged everybody except for the adults. That's cool, I guess. Should I do some exploring? Let me do a little bit of exploring. Let's do some exploring. A little. Lane looks the same? What the fuck? I was gonna do some exploring. Oh. I think that'll be it for me there. Here, let's raid somebody though. Let's see, who are we gonna raid? Gonna raid my boy Shady. See y'all there. Peace out.